Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesweegie at the desk with the Saturday Scouts 10 Hut. Oh boy, that was not a good start to the season for your Hofdorp Pioneers. Part of that was because we were playing with bad settings. There was a bug in Hofdorp, or in Honkball Hoofdklasse. They forgot the 1 in the starting pitcher and relief pitcher stamina. That is fixed in the latest patch, but if you started your league before, and if you have Honkball Hoofdklasse, you might want to adjust that. So we're playing the finale of a 3-game set against the Oosterhout Twins. Oosterhout was 5-1, now they're 5-3, because we won our first 2 games of the season, finally picking up a win at home, and then winning at their place 7-1. Both teams giving up 11 hits, but ours were a little more damaging and better sequenced. Burleson going 0 for 6. Oh yeah, okay, so the hits were not evenly distributed. Santiago, Hernandez, both with 3-hit games. So, finale of the 3-game set. Then we got a few days off, and then we're off to Amsterdam to Luc Levendy Park to take on the Pirates in what may be a battle for the basement, but because it's only a 42-game season, we are playing out every single game. I just may until RISP most games except the first one. And we're only playing games at stadiums where Flying Canuck has a ballpark released. Flying Canuck, of course, hero of the Out of the Park modding community. I tip all my caps to him. So, let's get ready to roll. And because it's our first stream of the day, our first game of the day, guess who's got a lineup intro? I will spare you my terrible Dutch accent because I don't really know the right words. I had to use Google Translate, but whatever. Enjoy. And now, here is today's starting lineup. Batting first, the left fielder, Miles Burleson. Number 18, Burleson, left field. Batting second, the shortstop, Pedro Hernandez. Number 10, shortstop, Hernandez. Batting third, the third baseman, Gedeon Marlin. Number 9, third base, Marlin. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Yziar Clotida. Number 55, right field, Clotida. Batting fifth, the catcher, Edouard Bolivar. Number 11, catcher, Bolivar. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Luca van Gorkum. Number 5, first base, van Gorkum. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Terrence Hemskirk. Number 31, second base, Hemskirk. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Mark Schmid. Number 28, center field, Schmid. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Vincent Mefisen. Number 7, designated hitter, Mefisen. Today's starting pitcher, Eddie O'Coin. Pitcher, number 3, O'Coin. As you can tell here at Sport Park Pioneers, they do not have a Jumbotron. I would barely call that even a regular size Tron. This park is designed to be expanded up to a major league capacity should the majors ever decide to play a game in the Netherlands. Not so for us, though. O'Coin trying to make up for a terrible first couple of starts. At least now with the stamina fix, he should be able to go more than like 2 innings. Daryl Collins, one of the 2 big bats on this Twins team. That's drilled to center field. That's bouncing up on the warning track. Schmidt will bring it into center. Picked up at the second base. And the Twins score first here. It's 1-0. That'll bring up the ever-dangerous Signarf Lopstock. Signarf rolls to short. Hernandez thinks about it. Makes the play in time. 2 down, runner at third for the other Postmans. This is the right fielder version. O'Coin. That's a slow bouncer to second. Heemskerk doesn't have a play. Infield single for Yves Postmans. Heemskerk not exactly known as a defensive stud. Here's Max Kops. O'Coin's getting the count, the favorable counts. He's just not getting the results. Clotita will end the top of the first with the Twins up 2-0. Misha Harksen. Starting pitcher for Oosterhout. Flips between Curaçao and Oosterhout for his previous few years. Looks like his best years were with Neptunus, no surprise. Miles Burleson into the lineup because Tyrell Mercado is injured with a broken finger. And if you can hear in the background, my cats are losing their gourds. Hernandez will ground out to his counterpart. Now, if you've noticed, the teams here do have actual number fonts. Unlike the stock out-of-the-park baseball Honkball Hoofdklasse, I've gone ahead and added in some jersey fonts for the teams. You can download those from the link in the chat. Here's Gideon Marlin. Still working on getting the balls in play, but the Curaçaoan coming over from the Rangers international team. Looking to get his season going, and he's plunked. Change up into the numbers. That'll set up Yasiar Clotita. That's popped up to short. And an easy grab there for Fangoul. Arkadian Muller, the second baseman, as O'Coin works into his second inning of work here. Drill to right. Clotita makes the grab. Very pastoral here, you know? I am going to crank up the game audio because it's just a little quiet here in... There we go. Here's Jerzy Fangoul. Local boy from Oosterhout. Fly ball to left. Burleson makes the grab. Yeah, all the players you're seeing in-game are real people. It's just unfortunate that the Pioneers themselves do not have a adequate number of photos for some of them. Ventura again. So I had to get photos from other teams, like for Schmidt and last year for O'Coin in the lineup intro. Bolivar getting things started here. 3-1 the count from the Verper. Sky just into foul territory. Muller makes the grab. Harksen doing pretty well so far. Here's the first baseman, Van Gorkum. Drill to center field. Easy play there for Van Salingen. Heemskerk. Not much luck with getting productive outs. O'Coin here. Postman's lofts this to right center. That'll be a bloop single. That'll bring up the ever-dangerous Collins again. O'Coin with a quick check-in over at first. 2-1 drill deep to right field. Clotita shaded already over there. Makes the grab and it's one away. That will bring up Lobstock. It's a wild pitch. It gets past Bolivar. Axel Postmans will take his base. First and second now for Yves Postmans. Line drive to center field. That will fall for a base hit. Schmidt will hoof it home. And in time. Mark Schmidt, 35 years old, with a cannon throw to the plate. Bolivar applies the tag to the younger Postmans. Here's Copes. Through the wickets of Hernandez and into center field. Does Schmidt have another cannon throw here? No, he does not. Max Copes makes it 3-0. Clotita barely has to budge. Schmidt to Fangul. One away. One pitch, one out for Harkson. Here's the DH Mafison. Little dribbler in front of home plate. Postmans makes the grab, 2 down. Burleson will send this to right field. I'm beginning to get the sense that maybe my offense is just not that good. A hunch, if you will. That's straight up the middle. Himskirk able to make the play. Here's the center fielder, Van Selingen. Tries to go the other way. Van Gorkum makes it 2 out quickly. Credit where credit is due. O'Coin has been able to limit the damage. Another wild pitch. Bolivar retrieves it. Quick mound visit. They're not going to bother with him. They're just going to walk him. Semlauf getting loose in the bullpen to relieve O'Coin. Collins gets plunked. O'Coin coming loose a little bit here. Lobstock with a chance to really make some noise. 1-0 on the way. Fly ball to center field. That will fall for a base hit. Possibly 2 runs. Schmidt's throw home is not in time. Lobstock makes it 5-0 for Osterhout. First and second now for Yves Postmans. Marlin will get the fielder's choice and end the inning. Another rough start for Eddie O'Coin. The 49-year-old might have just simply run out of gas. Hernandez sends this sky high. Easy play there for Muller. Gideon Marlin to left. A lot of fly balls today. Copes makes the easy grab. Credit where credit is due to Misha Harkson. Rotterdam native. Clotita works the 4-pitch walk and he's aboard. Bolivar, the 2-2. On the ground to short. I'll go the short way. Just 2 walks, the only marks against Harkson so far. O'Coin gets his first strikeout of the game. Another walk. That'll be the end of Eddie O'Coin's day. Semlauf in to deal with number 8 batter, Jerzy Van Gool. Van Gool to left. Dropped in front of Burleson. He can't get to it. Also, I got his jersey number wrong. That'll bring up the center fielder, Gijs Van Selingen. It's all this dinking and doinking stuff that annoys me. 9 hits. 9 of them. And now Lauf plunks another batter. And it's 6-0. Lauf is struggling here. That'll get Maxwell Cornelison loose. 3 walks in a row now for Sem Lauf. Just pitch to him, will ya? Signarf Lupstock dumps one the opposite field. That's into the right field corner. Signarf Lupstock with a double. And it's 10-0. So in the real Honkball Hoofdklasse, there is a mercy rule. I don't think we have that modeled in Out of the Park. But we're coming up on that. Cornelison makes it 11-0. I am shooketh. Schmidt chased back. That's on the warning track. And it's 14-0. At this point, we're just seeing how deep the hole can get. Bronx cheers for a called strike 3 from Maxwell Cornelison. Van Selingen grounded to third. Marlin's throw is in time, and mercifully, the top of the fifth is over after the Twins put this one out of reach with a 9-run inning. Not only a bat around, but a score around. Van Gorkum to center. Here's Hemskirk, first pitch swinging. Line to the second baseman, Muller. 2 down. Schmidt. Off the end of the bat the other way. Cornelison looks in the bullpen. No one's coming to rescue him. He's got to get out of this mess himself. At this point, I'm wondering if we should just send O'Coin down and see if we can get a better foreign pitcher. Bashed into the dirt. A 1-2-3 inning from Cornelison. 3 up, 3 down for the Twins. That'll bring up Mafison. First strikeout of the game for Harkson. That's impressive. Back-to-back Ks now. Harkson finding an extra groove here. Hernandez pops this up to short. Fangul ends it 14-0. Just van den Ovelen getting loose in the Pioneers bullpen. Luke Visser, pinch hitter for Signarf Lopstock. Postman's 3 for 4, and now he's going to work on get an error out of Gideon Marlin. Kops, the left fielder. On the ground, could be 2, it'll just be 1. Hemskirk lifts it to Van Gorkum. Fly ball to right. Clotita comes in. Apparently that's what they sing over there instead of take me out to the ball game, so I modded it into the game. Harkson with 3 strikeouts so far. And that'll end the no-hitter as Clotita sends one up the middle. Misha Harkson, 6 1/3, no-hit innings. And now back-to-back hits from the Pioneers. They have decided to wake up. Gentlemen, the game started like 2 hours ago. Van Gorkum, count full. Bounced in the dirt. Terrence Hemskirk, bases loaded, 1 out. And the shutout is broken as well. Pioneers scoring 1 on a bases loaded walk. Drilled deep to right field. Good grab by Postmans. No run score. Mefissin, 2 Van Gool, and that'll end the bottom of the 7th. Just van den Ovelen. That's why I turned off the names on back of jerseys, because good luck trying to fit that. I also don't think they have them on their real jerseys in Honkball Hoofdklasse. I haven't seen that. 13th hit of the day for Oosterhout. They came to play compared to whatever my team is doing. Shot to left. That'll fall in front of Burleson. First and second now for Axel Postmans. 3-1 the count. And once again, the bases are loaded for Daryl Collins. Martin Schmidt getting loose. A quick mound visit. Fly ball to center field. Schmidt coming in. Throw home is cut off. First baseman Berend Ruben. 2 down, bases full. And he'll work the RBI walk to make it a 15-1 ball game. 2 touchdowns to a Rouge. Marlin tried to go across the diamond and he gets there in time, ending the scoring threat. Harkson still in the game here in the bottom of the 8th. Pedro Hernandez to left. Marlin is aboard with a 2-out walk. Clotita has one of only 2 hits for the Pioneers today. They're down 15-1. Martin Schmidt into the game to deal with Max Kops. We drew the outfield in, and he still sneaks it in front of them. Come on, guys. Marlin to second. Hemskirk back to first. A double play. Well, now. Who had that on their scorecard? Line right to Hernandez. The hole is very, 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 very deep. Raf Koku into the game. Local boy from Oosterhout. He'll face Bolivar, Van Gorkum. And hopefully we'll see more. Bolivar works the leadoff walk. Here's Van Gorkum. Off the end of the bat to third. That'll be a fielder's choice. Ventura hurries it just to Mueller at second. Hemskirk strikes out swinging. Here's Schmidt. Slow roller back to the mound. And that'll be the end of the game. Oosterhout avoids the sweep, dumping Hoofddorp 15-1. Oh, my soul. That hurt. I don't want to say O'Coin is cooked, but in a BAPIP heavy league, you cannot be doing that. We're gonna just we're gonna send O'Coin down. And let's look for a free agent first base, or a starting pitcher who can fit in our budget. Take a scouting report on Austin Warner. The price like that, why not? Max Pofse. Nick Trogerlick Iverson, great name. And we'll see what those guys say. What my scout says about them. In the meantime, we're just gonna roll with a 3-man rotation for the next little bit. So, Felez, Bennett, and Van der Schaaf. We'll call up Kevin Viegers. We are now in the relegation zone. Marlon's still figuring out this whole third base thing. Alright, what did my scout say? Trogerlick Iverson, 3 stars, okay. Austin Warner, 4 stars. I'd prefer Warner over Trogerlick Iverson. And then Pofse. Pofse is our backup choice. Austin Warner. Can you do it for $29.9? Save a little bit of money. Alright, Velez is healthy again, so we're going to go, or rested again, so we're going to go with him. And let's see. We want Clatita batting leadoff? Oh. Probably better than Burleson. And Santiago over Schmidt, I dislike that. I trust Schmidt marginally better. I mean, Santiago does have some pop, so maybe we just put Schmidt in over Burleson? Do that. Give Dumitrescu some starts. Get some more platoony buddies going. And let's get Van Gorkum DHing. Alright, so who is my speedster? Technically Mephiston? Let's go with, no, let's get Clotida leading off. And Schmidt. Santiago, Dumitrescu. Van Gorkum, Hernandez, Bolivar, Hemskirk, Marlin. See how that works. And then let's put Uyghurs in as our first baseman here. Get some more left or righty bats. Let's go Clotida. Santiago. Vigers, Hernandez, Bolivar, Methison, Hemskirk, Marlin. Let's see how that works. We're on the road at Luc Levendy Park in Oakmere in Amsterdam. As Scott Prinz. Oop, I gotta fix the cap for the Pirates. That's not what they wear anymore. They wear... Why is it not loading? They wear this. I know, because I got one for DJ Lauerman. Antonio Velez, the road team. Oh, they've got a runner at third for Roland Henrique. 0-2 on the way. Big cut there. Velez able to get the strikeout. Oliver van der Weist. 2-0. That's a wild pitch. It's going to clank away from Bolivar. 3-1 on the way to Van der Weist. Fly ball deep center field. Picked up by Santiago. Maybe we need to change the Pirates' color scheme. Okay, Hernandez standing at third. I like it. Bolivar will ground out to the third baseman. Hemskirk strikes out to strand the runner. Prinz dances between the raindrops there. Mihai Bracecescu. Line to center field. That's going to be Santiago picking it up. Emon Webb. Outfield is drawn in. Bolivar's throw to second is late. Hofer with a steal. Webb to center. Good grab there by Santiago. 2 down. Sky's starting to get gloomy here. Pirates still lead 1-0. Prinz is just cruising here. Velez not that far behind. Roll to third. Marlin can't come up with it cleanly. Imon Feb. Line to right field. That'll double the lead for the Pirates. Roland Henrique. To first, and up the line and fair and into right field. Van Gorkum could not come up with it, or Dumitrescu. 2 runs score, and Velez has his ugly inning. Van der Weist lines out to Hemskirk. Clotida standing at second. Schmidt will ground out. Gonzalez-Garay playing his first game at shortstop. Can we challenge him a little bit? Santiago deep to center field. Not deep enough to tag up. Hofer makes the grab. Dumitrescu. Ends the scoring threat. And you can see how this team suddenly went 0 for 6 to start the season, you know? Velez able to hang on here. Is it time to start looking at a reliever? I mean, 88 pitches. A lot of righties. Let's get Nicolas up. Velez in trouble. Kim Hyung-boom, formerly of the KT Wiz. Nicolas over on the pitcher's mound. That's right back up the middle and through Hemskirk. Van der Veest standing at third. That'll bring up the right fielder, Pim Pfeiffinkel. Hell of a name. Marlin, thank you for making the play. Hollywood, good to see a tie. And Scott Prince throws a complete game shutout on 100 pitches, so I don't think that qualifies as a Maddox, but it's like really close. All right, we are going to fix the Pirates' colors. There we go. This is a new series. This is the second episode of the Saturday Scouts. Honkball Hoftklasse. And we are going to change. Wait, I had it. There. So you can't change the helmet colors unless you change the ball cap primary colors here, which is what I'm doing just to make sure every team's got the right shades. There's Busum, there's Curacao, Harlem Kinheim. The Twins. A lot of teams wear blue here. And Utrecht UVV. There we go. Pirates is updated. So we are in some deep trouble now. Austin Warner comes to the team to help out our pitching staff, thank goodness. Which also means we can send Steen van der Schaaf into the bullpen. I mean, I did it for JPBO, and you can download those uniforms here. League Redacted is still redacted, sadly. On the Out of the Park forums, you can also get Eric Jaffe's uniform maker. That's what I use. And in fact, if you go over to Ezra Denny's channel, you'll see me make a uniform live on stream for him and his, oops, oh, no bums, theme team. So we are going to send, who do we trust more, Schmidt or Cornelissen? I trust Schmidt more at the moment. So Warner, oop, can't bring him up just yet. Yeah, there's Schmidt. Okay, so we're going to send Schmidt down because Cornelison's doing decent. Warner up. Warner into the rotation. We're going to try and slough it out with a 3-man. See if we can manage. And then Van der Schaaf, courtesy of a stuff bump, going to be one of our critical relievers. Not like we've needed relief arms. We only have 1 home run on the season, you will note. Nout Krogd. Awesome name. Amsterdam local boy. 4th season with the Pirates. As we head back to Sport Park Pioneers. Even though it's a 3-game series, those 3 games are home, away, home. All right, Schmidt standing at second. Little stolen base action for the 35-year-old. Santiago grounds out to second. Van der Weist. Bolivar, RBI chance. Off the end of the bat to the first baseman, no. Krog now has a runner at second. Looks like a... We're still getting no hit, by the way. Marlin with a productive out. Runner at third, 2 down for Hemskirk. Called strike 3. Krog makes the job look easy. At least Warner's cruising. Gonzalez-Garay to left. Schmidt ends the top of the 4th. Santiago with a double. We have to avoid relegation in Season 1. That's the goal here. Hernandez will check in with a single. That might be enough to break the deadlock. Throw home will be not in time. Pedro Hernandez with an RBI single. Pioneers lead 1-0. Marlin to center field. And Hofer makes the grab. Warner, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Tying run at second now. Hemskirk makes it 1 away. Van der Weist. Popped up to third. Come on, Gideon. Yes. Here's Kim Hyung-boom. Goes the opposite way. This game is tied. Gonzalez-Garay, the shortstop. To our shortstop, Hernandez flips it to Hemskirk. Through 5.5. We're tied at 1s. Krog's given up 3 walks and 5 hits. This may be the best offensive performance we've seen in a while. Viger's playing first base. And he's plunked. Clotita with an RBI chance. Bases loaded, 1 out. Drilled deep to left field. On the warning track, it's caught, but the Pioneers will take the 1-0 lead. Or the 1-run lead. Marlin tags and scores. Schmidt up the middle. That'll fall for a base hit. Pioneers showing some life. It's 3-1 Hofdorp. Santiago, the center fielder. Shot to right field. Inning over. Franklin van Gerp getting loose. Look, Ma, an actual relief opportunity. Roland Henrique. Strikeout victim, Warner. 6 Ks on the day. Feeling very comfortable with himself. Van der Weist. Fly ball to right. Charging in Clotita. He's not going to get there in time. Warner will give way to Franklin van Gerp. To third. Inning over. Pioneers holding a 1-run lead here at home. Krog will go the distance. Pfeiffinkel. Deep to center field, Santiago. Makes the grab, 1 away. Gonzalez Garay, the shortstop. Dribbler in front of the plate. Bolivar on it. Throw to first is in time. Brasicescu. 2-2 on the way from Van Gerp. Check swing, strike 3. Pioneers win this one 3-1. Setting up a chance to get at least do a 3-way tie for the relegation spot the following day. Back to Amsterdam we go. I may have to talk with Flying Canuck about synchronizing the setup for the cameras. Yannick Romain taking over at third base. Marlin DHing today. Jelle van der Lely. And Santiago standing at third. Bolivar deep to center field. That'll bounce on the warning track. Edouard Bolivar with an extra base hit. He's thinking 3. RBI triple. Pioneers in the lead. Van der Lely ends the top of the first. Michael Bennett, the starter for the Pioneers, and immediately gets into trouble. That is a terrible bunt. Infield is in and shifted against the Korean catcher. Fly ball the opposite way. Clotita grabs it. Throw home is cut off. Runner does not advance. Pfeiffinkel. 1-2 on the way. And he's plunked. Bases loaded, hit by pitch, and the game is tied. Yeah, there's a lot of hit by pitches in this league. Shot to Hemskirk. Getting over. Oh, come on, Yannick. Pim. Takes a walk. Bases loaded. Fly ball to center field. Easy play for Santiago. Did we get a home run? Gideon Marlin with his first home run of the season. I'm waiting for him to develop. He's so close to being good. And now Hemskirk standing at second.
Strike three.
Romaine. Swings and misses. Henrique. Drill to center field. Santiago ends the bottom of the fourth. And now Schmidt with his second home run of the season. What is up with Vanderlei? Ah, he doesn't have his home run suppression in yet. Okay. Van der Schaaf getting loose. Fastball bounced, blocked by Bolivar. Call it. Thank you. Good play there by Van Gorkum. Gonzalez Garcia, or Garay. Swing and a miss. 5 innings of 1-run ball there from Bennett. Uneasy, but successful. We're going to go to Stijn van der Schaaf here. See how he fares out of the bullpen. Thomas Kvakernak. Buy me some peanuts and Kvakernak. Nick Hofer, the center fielder. Past the shortstop and into left field. And it gets past Schmidt. Oh no! It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Untimely error, and now the Pirates have a chance to really make some noise. Back to the... Oh my goodness, Hemskirk boots it. Back-to-back errors. What did I just hit? Oh, pitch to third. Okay. There we go. All right, when Van der Schaaf actually is able to, you know, make outs, he makes them. I just wish his defense didn't just completely wilt on him. Strikes out the side. Van der Schaaf gets around the errors from Schmidt and Hemskirk. Pinch hitter for Romaine is Vigers. I trust him more. There, standing at second. Schmidt. That was a great looking shot. Right back up the middle. Santiago. Vanderlei has thrown 113 pitches already. Roll to short. That could be 2. Oh no. Botita's throw is good. Holds the runners. Kvakkernak. And Vigers can't come up with it. Infield single RBI. Pirates take the lead 4-3. Hard luck loss here for Van der Schaaf. Roll to third. Vigers has to eat it. It's 5-3. Thank you, Vigers, for actually making a play. Good grief. We should not be in this mess. Kvakkernak, the first baseman. Punched into shallow left. And it's now 8-3 Amsterdam. Roll to third. Vigers' throw to second is on the money. RBI fielder's choice. It's 9-3. Gave up 16 hits. Blake Godsberry from Littleton, Colorado. Former member of, I think that's Harrisburg? The Rockies organization. Well, that was humiliating. Where are you, Tyler Mercado? A nation turns its lonely eyes to you. To Pim Mulier Stadium in Harlem as Kinheim hosts the Pioneers. Tyne Frederikse taking on Antonio Felez. Justin Yurchak, Cole Cottom. Some of the big boppers. Whoops, that's just the scoreboard. This is another field designed by Flying Canuck. Cole Cottom wants something he can drive. He's not going to get it. Santiago can't make the play. Again, I need Tyler Mercado to be healthy soon. Because Santiago in center field is not a workable solution.
Strike three.
All right, first and second. Schmidt to deep center field. Finnegan makes the grab. Santiago trying to make up for it. Doinks into center field. All right. You going to tie this one up? No. Bases loaded, one out for Vigers. Outside ball 4 on a full count. We tie it up on that. Hernandez tries to go the opposite way. Might be deep enough, and it will be. All right. At this point, these are the only chances we get. Oh, Bolivar puts a charge into this one. We can't beat the good teams, but we can still work over the crappy ones like we are. Attaboy Bolivar. And Matheson strikes out. You have to think Velez should be good with a 3-run lead. Alex Rodriguez? Huh. Familiar. That's straight back through the box for a base hit. Santiago's throw is back to the pitcher's mound and cut off. Finnegan to Hemskirk. That should be a double play. RBI double play. Cottam scores. Ruben Terbest. It is incredibly frustrating to see all these little doink singles fall in. Velez strands the runner at first, though. Bolivar rolls this one over. Double play for Kinheim. And yes, if you remember last year, Kinheim was teamed up with their Harlem city mates DSS to be a single organization. That is not the case this year. DSS is now playing in the Eerste Klasse, the second level. And Harlem is back on its own. Or Kinheim. Velez running into some trouble here, first and second with 2 down. Hernandez scuttles across. And Yurchak is grounded out. Let's get Higher loose. Schmidt. Sven Heyer into the game here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, good play there by Hernandez. That's why we got him, not for the bat, but the 65 infield range. The bat will come. Justin Yurchak. 0-1. Line to the first baseman, right on the line. Vigers makes the grab. Van Gerp getting loose in the bullpen as Robin Clara takes over on the mound. Matheson will be relieved by Luca van Gorkum in the DH spot. Sven Heyer will give way to Franklin van Gerp. Vigers, 0-2. Drill to right center field. That's carrying. That's on the warning track. Speaking of mush balls, that's going to be a 2 RBI triple for Kevin Vigers. And the Pioneers lead 5-2. Dribbler back to the mound. Easy play there for Clara. Bolivar. Shot into right field, or left field. Make it 6-2. Donnie Breck into the game. Van Gerp running into a little bit of trouble. Amarenzio Franca. 0-2. Called strike 3 on a slider. Christian Gonzalez, the second baseman. And the tying run comes to the plate. It's Yurchak. Oh, no. Oh, don't show me this one. Okay, Van Gerp rings him up. Pioneers win this one 6-2. We are out of the bad zone. I mean, the top 6 teams do go on to the postseason. Bottom team gets relegated. The top team in Eerste Klasse is going to come up. Right now, it looks like that's going to be the Wassenaar Greens. A lot of Haarlem teams in Eerste Klasse. There could be a fourth. Haarlem is Dutch baseball, effectively. They host Haarlem Baseball Week, or Honkbal Week. Milan van der Breggen up against Austin Warner. Schmid standing at second. Dumitrescu. Drilled to left field and caught. Bolivar. All right, so we're starting to get a little more frisky with the base running. I like that. Marlin to deep center field. That's not going to be trouble. That's off the wall. Marlin with an RBI double. Hemskirk holding at third. Clotita swings and misses. Van der Breggen strands 2 runners in scoring position. Austin Warner has been cruising since coming over to Honkbal. Maybe that's the secret. Just wait out the first week of the season and then sign the guys. Wesley Van Hemert. Roller back to the mound. Tries to get the double play, but Warner's throw is to second, and Hemskirk finishes it off. 1-2 to Franca. Another bouncer back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Eats up Warner, and we're all tied up. And Gonzalez gets plunked with a changeup. Quick chat to before dealing with Yurchak. And he's plunked. Warner losing his groove. Less than ideal. Let's get Los loose. We need to escape here with a series win. Warner, Mr. 90 control. Or 80 control is running into control issues. Buzz off. Kinheim's taking a 4-run lead. 4-1, I should say. Another nightmare inning. I just don't get it. Come on, Santiago. Very high to center field. Finnegan makes the grab. Dumitrescu. Bouncer to short. Going to be a tough play. Infield single. Franca's throw is late. Van Gorkum DHing here. That'll be bases loaded, 1 out. For Pedro Hernandez. Shot the opposite way. That'll fall for a base hit. RBI, maybe 2. Bolivar. Bounce to the shortstop. They're going to go home for 1. Throw to second, or throw to first, is in time. 6-2-3, the double play. Nick Los into the game, relieving Warren. Van der Breggen has walked a number of players. Schmidt strikes out looking. Here's Santiago. Bounce to first. That'll end the bottom of the 6th. Two to Rodriguez. Line to second. Hemskirk pulls it down. Caught him. Fly ball to short. Hernandez ends the top of the 9th. Pioneers down by 2. And they will face Liu Fuenmayor. Sinker slider combo. Comes over from Diamondbacks organization. It'll be Schmidt, Santiago, Dumitrescu. Schmidt will strike out to the backstop. Now it's a foot race. He's safely aboard. Fuenmayor struck out the side back in, that's Fuenmayor's 3rd strikeout. But the runner's on first. And now the tying run stands at first as Santiago plunks one into center field. Dumitrescu. Hot shot to short. That'll be a double play. 6-3. Van Gorkum. Strikeout victim. Pioneers lose this one 4-2. A series win gets us out of danger. Mercado, my dude, we need you back. The local hero. Boz Timmer, as we head back to Pim Mulier Stadium. Stolen base by Clotita. Schmidt bounces to first. Productive out. Yurchak brings it in. This guy? Okay. Santiago tries to bunt, but will ground out instead. Viger's line to right. Van Genderen ends the top of the 1st. Here's Felders. High drive, deep to left center field. And gone. Harlem Kinheim with a home run courtesy of Velders. First at bat of the season, and he hits a home run. It is going to take a while to make this team good. Jeez. If we get relegated, we don't even get to participate in the draft. I will have to check to see if we've actually won a game at home yet. Mafisson pops up behind home plate. I do have to check what our RISP is. It's gotta be terrible. Timon Taka standing at second, 1 out. Into shallow left, Schmidt. Oh, once again, biffs the play. It rolls past him. You're better than this. Moos van Gende. Van Genderen. Javon Vicario. Past the first baseman and into right field. 4-0 Harlem. Timon Taka. Roll to second. Will be a fielder's choice there for Hernandez. Gonzalez. Doink single. Five nothing. Van Gende. To short, Hernandez will flip it to second. Pioneers need something going here. Through 5, it's all Kinheim. Bennett's day is done. Maxwell Cornelison into the game here. Bottom of the 7th, 1 away. Kinheim still leads 5-0. Fly ball to left. Schmidt on the warning track makes the grab. Good throw into third to hold the runners. Colin Brewers. Past Hemskirk and into right field. Throw home is cut off. And it's 6-0. Van Gende. Van Gender into first. 3-1 to put out. Pioneers down by 6. Bas Timmer has been able to dance between the raindrops. 5 walks. Like, we're losing to this? We're getting shut out by this? How bad are we? Pedro doinks one into left field, and it gets past their left fielder. Thank you. An error that actually benefits us. Felders overruns the ball. Now Liu Fuenmayor. Bolivar rolled to second. Inning over. Caught him to third. Marlon's throw is across the diamond in plenty of time. Schmidt will fly out to right. And Kinheim take the series 6-2. Back-to-back series losses. We've only won one series so far, and now we are a full game behind in the relegation zone. Trade deadline's coming up. Ha ha ha, like that'll help us. At least Van Gerp's continued to be a solid get. Locking up Warner for 3 years was a career-saving move. Now we just need Van der Schaaf to figure it out. Actually, hang on. Does he profile better than Bennett at this point? Do we have the money to go out and sign another foreigner? Let's swap. Get Stein van der Schaaf back into the rotation. Oh my goodness, Hoyer. Nijman, Just van Ovelen. That is a lot of walking. So we're going to demote Hoyer out of the stopper or the setup role. We're just going to go with 5 middle relievers. All right, so Van Gorkum is going to lose his starting spot. Let's get Dumitrescu and Van Gorkum to swap. And then play Vigers there more often. Lots of people having bad seasons. Let's send down Burleson. Let's see if we can't use O'Coin out of the bullpen at this point. See if we can get a little extra oomph on his stuff. The advantage... Oh, right. We have an expanded roster now. So because there isn't a minor league per se, we do just have a... the reserve roster. I guess we don't need additional folks. And we can just bring up... legal number of foreign players. All right, we can't play O'Coin because of Bennett. We'll call up Levy DeGroff instead, just to fill the spot. At home, Dylan Farley versus Antonio Velez. The RCH Penguins coming to town. Clotida and Schmidt already aboard for Santiago.
Strike 3.
Strikeout victim. And Farley is already hurt. Rutger Bray out of the bullpen. Vigers dunks this one into right field. Good throw home late. Hofdorp taking a lead. Here we go, Pioneers. Let's get something cooking. How come our hits never fall in? Oh, that's how you actually spell Blyleven in Dutch. Tajani Dunlop now. 3-1 the count. Penguins have the bases loaded with nobody out. Radley Legito. To first. They're going to go home for one. Throw back to first. Is it? Not in time. Vigers to Bolivar. Bases loaded still. One out. Mart Blyleven. Past Hemskirk and into center field. 2 runs will score. Penguins lead 2-1. Shawan Dunston still playing. Oh, Shawan Dunston Jr. specifically. Runners hold. That one's grilled to Hernandez. Junior Martina. Limit the damage. It's still 2-1 RCH over Pioneers. Man, Bolivar's fallen off a cliff. At what point do we actually bring in Enrique Starling Hotma? I almost forgot about him. (3-1) Penguins over Pioneers. That's a fly ball to right. Clotida ends the top of the 4th. Marlin standing at second. Clotida shot to second base. Penguins get out of it. Velez gives up. Not sure if that was a home run, but it's a run nonetheless. Sim Nyman getting loose. He'll enter the game to deal with Sammy Infante. Four straight pitches. He's walked. Nick Los getting loose. Thankfully, Darnell Collins is nerfed by facing a lefty. Popped up on the infield. Vigers makes the grab. Yurdion Marte. Fly ball to center. Come on. Santiago misplays it. To Sean Martina now. And the Pioneers have runners at first and second. Santiago bounces to short. Can be a tough play. Safe at first. Martina can't get the throw off. Santiago safely at first base. Bases loaded, 2 down for Vigers. Fly ball to deep right. Carrying, not carrying enough. Dunlop makes the grab. Junior Martina, 2 for 4. Strikeout victim here to end the top of the 8th. Bolivar standing at second. Nefissin works the walk. Marlin. Drill to right. How can a guy this talented be playing this poorly? I mean, yes, he's only struck out 3 times, but you'd expect him to be able to put the ball in play or, like, groove a home run every once in a while. 323 on base. Hemskirk. 1 for 13 Hemskirk with runners in scoring position. That tracks. Tying run at the plate. 2 down. Bottom of the 8th. Schmidt. Shallow fly ball to right. Dunlop makes the grab. We are so getting relegated this season. Our 3 home runs are tied for 4th in Honkball Hoofdklasse, by the way. Marnix Rubin leads the league with 4. Dead ball, yes. Daniel Brito's 407 average is buoyed by 24 hits on 59 at-bats, because he also was getting on base at a 55% rate. Does anyone even want to trade? Neptunus is offering some guys. Who do they want? Mercado or Velez? So basically, they want us to offload. I mean, as cool as Mercado is, it'd be nice to not be relegated. I bet you we could do a deal by moving Velez, save a little bit of money for next season, keep our powder dry, and then see if we can just add on top of that. There's WBC legend Tom de Block. Add on JC Sulbaran. Right, that's not a no. Throw in a Kai Oaks. I think Levi de Graaf is probably going to be a reliever at best. What about a Gedeon Marlin? That's not no. Actually, we've got to for 3 years. Let's just do this deal for Diaz and Silberon. Ooh, Ryan Huntington. Yeah, we want to improve our money. So Silberon and Diaz both signed for minimum for Velez and a guy on a minor league deal. Let's do it. And that means O'Coin. We have room on the roster for him now. And we can give Levi DeGraff a break. And now with Christian Diaz available, got a little bit of extra pop, another threatening guy in the lineup. All right, trade deadline has passed. We made a trade. One. I think it's safe to say Starling Hatma is not going to be a part of the team next season. 2 foreign catchers. What was I thinking? Actually, let's give Hatma a shot. Let's get Schmidt in as our... I want him DHing. Mercado is going to be back soon, so you know what? Let's put Schmidt in at center field, and let's get Santiago DHing. Van Gorkum is having a rough go. Let's swap him with Vigers. I want Marlin leading off because he actually can get on base. Vigers, Schmidt, Diaz, Santiago, Tita, Pedro, and sandwich Hemskirk after Bolivar. And let's get a game with Hatma behind the plate. You know, let's just make sure he's pinch hitting. And then versus left. Surprising number of lefties in this league. Let's make sure Schmidt is center field. Vigers in at first. Give Hatma a start. Hatma has spent a lot of money just to back up. Oh well. Actually, this would be an example of where let's get Bolivar in and Hatma DHs. Then we can put Mafison at third. So that Marlin gets a break against lefties. Yaisyar starting, or leading off, then Pedro, Diaz, Schmidt, Mafison, Hemskirk, Vigers, Bolivar, and Hatma. Let's see how that goes. Austin Warner on the bump. On the road. 1-0 win. Austin Warner 4-hitter shutout. And we only got the 1 run in the third. Okay. Tied with the Pirates. And Utrecht also down here in the basement with us. Last game for the stream with JC Sulbaran up against Yorgeni Casimiri. Pioneers trying to stay out of the danger zone. Sulbaran, longtime member of the Honkball. Kinheim, Silicon Storks, now playing in Den Haag. Or now playing in Eerste Klasse. Pirates. And Neptunus. Drill to center field. Schmidt tracking it. Makes the grab. Tyler Mercado, come back soon. All right, Marlin gets aboard. Vigers is aboard. Schmidt. Popped up to the second baseman and caught. Diaz, the new guy. Blasted through the right side. Bases loaded for Pedro. Popped up to center field. That might be deep enough to score Marlin. No. Blyleven makes the grab. Clotita now. 1-2. Again, our wrist issues continue to be baffling. Van der Horst, the first baseman now. Up the first base line. Vigers. 1 away. Mart Blyleven. Also to Vigers. The run will score. But the bases are empty. Here's Paris Aguilera. Full count. Sulbaran. Gives up a walk. Here's Shawan Dunston Jr. To short. Hernandez's throw is in time. Barely. Sulbaran's thinking, I left a postseason team and last year's championship for this? Blyleven with another RBI. It's 2-0 RCH. Lined out right to Uyghurs for the first out. Here's Aguilera. 4-pitch walk by Sulbaran. Dunston. Popped up into foul territory. Long run. Squeezed by Marlin. Darnell Collins DHing today. That's a wild pitch. Bolivar can't grab onto it. I really should submit that bug that we have to wait for the catcher to return to his spot. Past the diving Hemskirk and into the right field. 2-run score. And it's 4-0 RCH. Come on, Edouard. Thank you. Where is the button that makes my team stop sucking? Vanderhorst to right. Clotita lined up. Throws into second. And the runners hold. Here's Blyleven. Called strike 3. Sulbaran, second K of the day. Raul Jacobs will ground out to Pedro. The runners are stranded. Casimiri has struck out 7 today. Good work here by the Hague starter. Former Baltimore Oriole. And now Vigers. 2-1. Through the right side for a base hit. Will that be enough to score the run? No, of course not. But at least it's a run hit with runners in scoring position. Schmidt. Fly ball deep to center field. Carrying probably deep enough for a sac fly. Romain will tag and score. Diaz. Up the middle. Diaz sneaks one through for a base hit. Bases loaded again. Go ahead run at the plate. It's Pedro. And he works the walk to force in a run. This could be our big inning. Come on, Klotz. Nope. Casimiri gets his 8th strikeout of the game. Skied and caught. Good play there by Marlin. Shervian Newton. Deep to center field. Schmidt has a beat on it, though. 2 down. Attaboy Mark Schmidt. Roll to third. Marlin ends the threat. A lot of people with double-digit ERAs here. 85 pitches for Sulbaran. Let's get Nyman up. Bolivar standing at second. Okay. Hemskirk, 1-2. Another strikeout victim. Romain through the wickets of the shortstop. Yannick Romain. Runners at the corners for Gideon Marlin. Marlin holds up. Bases loaded. Here's Wiegers. 2-2. Strikeout victim. 10 Ks for Casimiri. Schmidt will ground out to the first baseman, Vanderhorst. We're trying out here, man. Sem Nyman immediately gets into trouble. Clotita makes a grab on a line drive. That ball is bounced. The runners advance. 1-2 on the way to Raul Jacobs. Grounded to first. And they go home! Vigers with a heads-up play to stop the runner from scoring. Oh, 1 to Paris Aguilera. Bouncer up the middle. Hernandez will just eat it for some reason. Terrible. And Schmidt's going to misplay this one. Mercado. I think of how different this season is if Tyrell Mercado. Okay, so we got gunned down the runner. If Tyrell Mercado is healthy for the whole year. We lose 8-2. Tyrell is finally healthy again. And takes over as our new center fielder. Thank goodness. He only made it 1 start and 2 plate appearances before fracturing his finger and missing 6 weeks. Almost half the season. Diaz DHing, I'm on board with that, especially because it moves Schmieden to left. I want Marlin leading off because the only thing he can do is get on base. And I'd rather have Doomer at first than Van Gorkum. Even that, I'd rather have Wiegers there. Let's make sure Santiago is backup DH. And let's see how that works. We're also going to call up Andreas Mayer to be a backup infielder. All right, Warner is going to be getting the call here. On the road against Utrecht. We win 11-1. Going away, Warner pitches a gem. We are fighting for our relegation lives here. Meanwhile, let's see how the Maxiunden Kelkaboom. That's an amazing name. So Velez, since coming over, has not gotten a start yet. All told, I'm happy we got Austin Warner because it is clear to me that this league is very pitcher BABIP heavy. We have to make sure we get guys who can suppress it and not Eddie O'Coin. Let's just do a quick check of all the league standings. So, Neptunus and Busum in the top 2 seeds for Hoofdklasse. Down in Eerste Klasse, the Storks still behind the Wassenaar Greens. Jeka and the Eurostars at risk of being sent down to Tweede Klasse, where De Hasenkamp and SCPB 22 Pancratius leading their respective pools. Caribe and the Schiedam Lions could be headed down to Derde Klasse, where the Quick of Amsterdam and the Tilburg Blue Lions are leading their respective pools. Boxmeer Royals officially the worst team in all of the Netherlands. We're not that much better. Okay, where do I see split? Scoring position. Oh yeah, it's bad. Marlin at least gets on base, but that's all he does. Hemskirk gets on base. Who is actually driving in the runs? It's Pedro. Pedro and Vigers. Okay, here we are. So, scoring position. We as a team... Oh, we're actually batting .251 with runners in scoring position. Still, third last... when they actually try and get him across. We're not even the worst offense. That's Utrecht. Not that good at walks. And it's Oosterhout and Curaçao Neptunus who are leading the league in runs batted in, the best offenses. Still, Mercado coming back and staying healthy. I think that's the signal that our season's about to turn around. We're not even at the halfway mark yet. We are, however, at the end of today's stream. You'll see me next on Wednesday with the 20th edition of Rocktober. Then back here on Saturday for the next dozen games of Honkbal Hoofdklasse, the 2025 season. We're going to be raiding into my internet uncle EVC and NYC, a little bit of a reverse raid from usual. Looks like he's still doing well in the Perfect Team Championship Series. Time is precious, folks. I'm grateful you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. To those who celebrate, Chag Pesach Sameach. And let's finish the weekend strong.